it's a way to say thank you to military families for the sacrifices that they make on behalf of our Army and on behalf of our nation. They serve too. They go through many of the same difficulties that the soldiers go through.
I actually used a scholarship to go to college and through the military, and my wife was a great support and a great influence to help me out. She's a proud Army wife.
I was adding up the other day, my family has 165 years of service to our country. And nine people in the military. 165 years.
Oh my God, 165.
Yeah, I get emotional about that.
I think it's an exciting time for America to really understand what it wants to be, and the American people to reconnect with our foundation principles and values and our fundamentals.
God bless America. Now we're coming up to July 4th.
Yes.
And put the flags out, and I want everybody to dress up in red, white, and blue when you get up in the morning. I want you to put on those colors.
Scholarship foundations like this that has helped our families and our children so much. So I'll be able to extend benefits to my family next 2 generations. I don't have to worry about college debts or things of that nature.
Yeah.
Because of all the great partnerships and the military just taking care of its own, quite frankly.
Oh man, all I see is sacrifice. Just met another Vietnam gentleman, double amputated below the knee, getting around perfectly.
Yeah.
That actually gives me more hopes to keep on walking, even though I have pain. I see this other gentleman older than me, same injuries and still walking. It's just amazing. It's beautiful.
I'm an Army veteran myself. Came out of West Point, class of '97. Obviously I have. I keep the Army in high regard. It was my first job out of high school, and a lot of good memories. I know how well it prepared me for the rest of my life. My service to the nation is very important, and I think that ought to be important for all the young kids that are coming out of college. So
I can say there's been many occasions where I've talked to a soldier that's having a hard time, a lot of things piling up on them. Right. They're having a struggle at home, having a struggle with their unit, and they just want somebody to blow off steam to, and that's what I'm there for. And just them leaving, they say, I feel better, just being able to get this off my chest. And they never have to come back again because it's just an outlet for them.
As a 20-year Army retiree, when I moved in Texas and got out of the military, I found it a hard transition. Even as an HR professional, I had a hard transition. So that's kind of where my passion is I want to make sure that veterans at least have a little support in that transition. And me and Sheena, we found something that we can do together as veterans, as a couple. So that's why we enjoy doing it. So we try to be present in our community and just connect as many people as we can and do what we can for veterans. So.
Luckily, I work for a company that understands the value of our veterans. We get recognized yearly for hiring our veterans. Today, I'm the only civilian at the table as our aide.
So within all of the constraints of education come the desire for kids to go higher. Okay. And so scholarships make that happen. I went to college on a scholarship. Didn't know I was eligible for a scholarship. Somebody had to ring me in and tell me what to do. And in this particular case, every little bit helps because there are too many students that we have that don't get the opportunity to go to school because of financial hardship.
I remember when they finally opened up the World War II Museum on the Mall in Washington. Right. Most of the people that participate in that combat were already gone by that time. Yeah. So I'm glad to see that they're doing this. And he did a marvelous job in putting it together. Everybody who has ever served even a day in the military understands the tradition, the histories, the calling. It is a profession of arms, and that's what you saw in this room tonight.
Why was this important for you to
well, it's the lineage of the United States Army. It's as they were talking about how the Army Museum was supposed to be building all the way back to 1814.
Oh, wow.
And something that's been in the plans of being built. Okay. And now we're here in 2019, and it's just now breaking ground. It's just an amazing thing because we're going to be able to see the complete lineage all the way from the Revolutionary War to the War on Terror.
From the speakers, you get an idea of when you provide money to support something, that the money that we contribute to this foundation and the scholarship is something that is vastly needed because it directly contributes to the growth of military children.
I really like the fact that they acknowledge the spouses and children of the serviceman member, because as a service member myself, you know, it does tend to seem like we get all the credit. And so there's just as much credit that's due behind the scenes with the spouse and the children and all the sacrifices that they make.
I was sitting next to this lady and she goes, you know, it'll be neat to go see. What can you imagine doing when you first walk in? I was like, you know, I think I'm just gonna cry. You know, because the Army's been a really big part of my life.
You know, I like what the Galts are doing with their scholarship program, helping out young people who are the children of military people, and the only way they can go to college is because of what they're doing.
Yes.
So I'm lending a little bit of support to that, and also talking about the new National Museum of the U.S. Army.
All right, guys, we're out here with Rob Altman. We're just completing your amazing first annual gala for the Army Scholarship Foundation and the National Museum for the United States Army. Tell me what you think. Tell me how it went.
Well, Rush, I can't thank you and More Digital Media enough. This was a phenomenal event, largely in part to all the people you helped me reach. I also am grateful for Rose and Jeff Galt. I think that the combination of the speakers, the music, the art that we had here, everything that we had here, we were able to showcase Frisco, showcase our veteran community, and how we're serving in the community and bringing attention to two great worthy causes. Good evening, North Texas. I just want to say how thankful I am for everyone that came out and participated in tonight's first annual Army Scholarship Foundation and National Museum of the U.S. Army Gala in Frisco, Texas. It was a great event. Thank you, General Sullivan. Thank you, Alan West. We had a great time. And thank you to all the wonderful people that came and listened to us talk about two things that we're passionate about: soldiers, spouses, and their children, education, and telling stories of soldiers. Thank you, guys.